Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and welcome back to Showdown Quickies. I'm once again not sure exactly if this format works. Let me know in the comments below, but I'm going to go ahead and run over the teams again. So I have a Vivian, just because it's, 666, gotta have the devil Pokemon. We got an Echidna, or whatever whatever Sandslash is supposed to be. It's cosplaying as Knuckles here. We got a fucking light bulb that's floating in midair. That's creepy, right? We got Quagsire, just because I needed a Quagsire. I don't really care. We got a sexy flower, and we got a sexy clown. I don't remember if I called it sexy clown, but I think it was sexy clown. So that's the team there. We got our opponent here who has a Numble for whatever fucking reason. He has a Xatu, a Volbeat, a Wigglytuff, a Kepleon, and a Primeape. This is a pretty interesting theme just because you don't really see Wigglytuff usually, nor do you see Kepleon. Definitely don't see fucking Numble, but you can see that since he has that Volbeat, he's most likely gonna be sort of using Tail Glow and transferring that shit to something, which is exactly what fucking happens. So we're gonna go ahead and start off. I'm assuming that he's either gonna start off with maybe the Kepleon or the Numble, maybe, or the Volbeat. So I go ahead and I go and start off with my Knuckles just so I can go ahead and throw out some rocks. He goes ahead and uses Tail Glow. Obviously, he gets a big ass boost to special attack. I throw out my rocks. He uses Tail Glow again, and I'm just like, alright, whatever. I end up using Earthquake. Doesn't really do too much damage. He hits me with Bugbuzz. Completely destroys Knuckles, which is not too shocking. I go into Durbina, who has Unaware, so completely negates any of his dumb bullshit. He hits me with Bugbuzz. He's like, what? I throw a Toxic at him, so he's like, alright, let me get the fuck out of here. Baton passes into a Numble for whatever reason when I have a ground and water type. Don't really know what that was about. He uses Stockpile, boosts himself even more, even though I have Unaware, you fool. Hit that thing with a waterfall. Somehow it survives. I'm guessing maybe it has an Eviolite. I just throw a Toxic at it just in case it does some more shenanigans, or he would have switched into something, and down goes that thing. He goes into his Primate, hits me with a C-Bomb, does a shit ton of damage, but doesn't kill me just yet. I usually recover to bring my health back up to pretty good, almost 75%. Then I decide to go with a Sexy Light Bulb, who can take the grass attack well, but not as well as I would hope. So he switches, he goes into Kepleon, hit that thing with a Thunderbolt. He tries to go for a Sucker Punch. I knew that was gonna fucking happen, but I ended up getting wrecked by the Sucker Punch anyways, and now he's a Dark type. So I decided to go into my Vivian here. He switches, goes into his Wigglytuff. He frisks me. He sees I have the Focus Sash. I put him to sleep. I decided to go for the Quiver Dance because it's a Vivian. What else am I gonna do? He's still asleep. I go for another Quiver Dance, boosting up my attacks even more. He wakes up, hits me with a Fire Punch. That was a pretty good amount of damage, but not that much. So I decided to put the Wigglytuff back to sleep and hit that thing with a Hurricane. Does a shit ton of damage and finish that thing off with another Hurricane. He goes out, throws out his Primate once again. Hit that thing with a Hurricane. It's obviously dead. I don't know what he was expecting there. Goes into the Kepleon, obviously going for a Sucker Punch, like I didn't see that shit before. I go for Sleep Powder, and he obviously can't do anything, and now he's asleep. Go for a Bugbuzz now that it's a Dark type. Completely wreck that thing. Goes into his Xatu, takes a bunch of damage from rocks, finish that thing off with a Hurricane, obviously, and then he goes out into his Volbeat finally, which I finish off with a Bugbuzz. It's ironic that he came in trying to baton pass shit, and then I just beat him with my one Pokemon that boosted up. Stay fresh.
He moves onward without pause until the day he completes his great quest.